Yo, Mike coming to you here for South Normal Movie Reviews. Today's episode, we're talking all things Marvel streaming over on Disney+. Um, 6 series have come out by now. I figured I'd give you a little rundown of each in the order I think of they're worth watching. So, like what I think was the best versus what I think was the worst. So, here we go. Number 6, What If? What If was okay. It was a good practice in theory for Marvel, a good practice for like watching with your friends. Like they tried to imbibe that conversation you have with someone, like, oh, what if this happened? Oh, that'd be so cool. Like, oh, imagine if this timeline happened. Without what if, we wouldn't be getting Doc Strange coming out soon. The multiverse madness thing. We wouldn't have the multiverse kind of without What If, in a way. And What If was a bridge for the multiverse. But it just, I didn't really find it all too enjoyable. It was just, I didn't have that give and take. It was just, they gave and you just kind of watched. There was no second opinion about it. I'm trying to figure out why it didn't jive with me, but it was okay. And nothing to write home about, in my opinion. Coming into the 5th spot, Hawkeye. Hawkeye just doesn't do much for me. Don't really care for him as an Avenger. He served a purpose. Without him, we wouldn't have without him, they wouldn't have won. Maybe Thanos would have come through in the end. I don't know. But the Hawkeye series was just meh. You can type review below in the description below, link to my review on that. But this Hawkeye's number 5 for me in the order of things that are out right now. Coming in 4th, The Falcon and Winter Soldier. This one started out slow for me, and I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. And then once it picked up steam, it was a fantastic little series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the buddy comedy aspect between the two, Winter Soldier and Falcon there. Having the darkness of, I'm going to call him Bizarro Captain America. I forget his real name. But, yeah, it was, it wasn't a hard watch. It was a slow burn that paid off in the end. But because of that slow burn, that's why I rank it where I rank it. In the 4th position. Next, in 3rd place, WandaVision. I know I'm going to catch some flack for this one, because WandaVision was excellent. Not going to take anything away from that one, because it was an excellent series. It was hard to pick my top 3, because they were all phenomenal, in my opinion. I guess WandaVision, the deterrent for me, I don't even know. Because I enjoyed it. Maybe it was a little slow built in the beginning, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier was a little slow, but WandaVision had that sitcom-y feel, and then it became dramatic. The acting was great. The storytelling was great. Maybe it was just a little bit repetitive. You got to plan these things out, folks. Didn't do that. Just off the cuff, trying to come up with it. I have the ranking in my head, but didn't write down the reasons. WandaVision was good. Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch has been great. Paul Bettany as Jarvis. And drawing a blank. Paul Bettany was great. Hell, Catherine Hahn was phenomenal in it. She got herself her own little Agatha series coming up. So that's one reason why it's higher on the list, is what's coming from it. Storytelling was good. Not great. I felt there were some holes. But just the way they told the story through the various sitcoms through the years was great. And how it has the backstory of why they chose what they chose for the sitcoms was a nice little touch. But WandaVision is number 3. 2. The top 2 might change for me in the coming weeks. But right now, number 2 is Moon Knight. It's a fantastic series. Oscar Isaac is just hitting home runs left and right with it in his portrayal of Mark Spencer and Stephen Grant and the Moon Knight. He just been just so good, redeeming himself from Apocalypse, which he was probably good in, but the movie itself was not that good because Marvel didn't have as much involvement in it as they should. It was Fox trying to cash in on the MCU freaking tidal wave that came out. But yeah, Moon Knight so far has been excellent. Links in the bio for the not bio, in the links in the description for Moon Knight reviews by me. But we'll see in the coming weeks how I feel if these two flip flop. They're very neck and neck. But the one thing Moon Knight it's a little too much confusion. I shouldn't say that because Luke. The only downfall on Moon Knight is I just don't know much about him, which it shouldn't affect the ranking, but for me it's going to. I feel like some things are just meh. Like Ethan Hawke is just meh. Nothing really special about him. It's been his portrayal in it. He's good. It's doing the job, and he's entertaining, but there's just something a little off about Moon Knight compared to what I have at number one. Which, number one, Loki. Oh my God, Loki is... that series was so good. It is so good. I've watched it several times since I finished watching it the first time. That's what made it number one for me, is my ability to go back and just rewatch it and just be hooked the whole time. That's, like, I don't know if I'll do that with Moon Knight. I probably will. I'll watch it at least one more time once I know everything that's going to happen to kind of iron out the confusion. But with Loki, I was hooked, and when I finished it, I just started it again. I couldn't even watch anything else until I watched it again. I didn't do that with WandaVision. I didn't do that with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Didn't do that with Hawkeye. Didn't do that with What If. I might do that with Moon Knight. Don't know yet. But I watched Loki over the span of like a day and a half, and then I just watched it again. It was like, that was what I did for a weekend, was watch Loki constantly. Tom Hiddleston in it is just, he deserves more than he's getting credit for. Owen Wilson I was kind of hesitant but his character and his portrayal of the character was spot on. The jumping between the variants and all, I didn't know what to expect. I was confused in the end of Loki, still a little bit, but hopefully Doc Strange will iron that out. But overall, Loki was just phenomenal. It deserves its place as number one on this list. Maybe Moon Knight will surpass it with the ending. I don't know. Maybe it's premature to do this ranking. Don't think so. But if I have to post a retraction, I will. So my definitive ranking of the MCU series on Disney Plus are as follows. In 6th place, What If. In 5th place, Hawkeye. In 4th place, The Falcon and Winter Soldier. In 3rd place, WandaVision. 2nd place, Moon Knight. And number 1, Loki. Let me know what you feel in the comments. We'll have a lively debate if you do. I'm going to keep these lists going. I got more coming up, so you got to subscribe. Hit that notification button so when they drop, you're the first to know. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Michael Soren from Movie Reviews by South and Normal. Thanks for watching. Deuces.